Young men are consistently demonized throughout modern society. Every single thing that they do can be looked at in a negative light. I mean, culturally, we are given the green light to attack anything that is male, anything that's masculine. It is under attack, and it seems to be an all-out assault. And why do I have an issue with that? Some things that men do are pretty bad, but we would never do this to young women, would we? We would never dare do this to femininity, but masculinity? It's open slather. There are plenty of things that you could attack young women on, but we do not do it in traditional media or social media. It is all about things that men, boys, anything that an individual does that is bad or wrong, the entire gender gets blamed for it. And that is insane. From rape culture to Donald Trump. We are blamed as men for those things. That has real world effects. Constantly being demonized from a very young age breaks some young men. It turns them into weak men, which oftentimes turns them into violent men. It turns them into villains. This is terrible. I've seen these attacks and this hatred against masculinity and men from many, many people. But I recently came across this Instagram page. A legend sent it to me on my Instagram page at the Butts Barn. Go and follow me. You bloody should. Good guy. It's called Teach Us Consent. That's the name of the Instagram page in question. Now that has a very good message, of course. If someone says no during sexual advances, then obviously you, as the man or the woman, need to stop what you're doing, or even during the sex, whatever, all right? Consent is very important, obviously. But it's not the only thing that this page teaches us. It teaches us that boys cry, girls masturbate, and stereotypes hurt. Does that mean that girls cry because boys masturbate, or boys cry because girls masturbate? I'm very confused. But the one post that really drew my attention was this post about schoolies. Now, if you don't know what schoolies is, it's basically spring break, or it's when the final year of high school is completed and all of the people in their final year go out and celebrate, and they drink lots of alcohol and they have heaps of sex. And I honestly have no idea. I spent my schoolies at home because I'm a fucking loser. But Teachers Consent looks at schoolies very differently. A lot of people see it as a way to let off steam, have some fun, drink some beers, enjoy yourself. They see it as a week full of misogyny, violence, sexual harassment, objectification, ableism, discrimination, racism, and coercion, all perpetrated by one enemy: men, particularly young men. Now, all of the anger that was in this post was directed towards a checklist that was released. It was a checklist from some school or a group of young boys who basically put out a list of things that they wanted to achieve at schoolies. Now, this may not surprise you, but the list was full of heaps of dumb shit because they're 18-year-old boys and they are the dumbest humans that ever lived. Shout out to the 18-year-olds watching this, you fucking idiots. I'm sure 18-year-old girls aren't very smart either, but the 18-year-old boys take the cake. They take the cake, they shove it up their ass, and then they think it's funny. That's how fucking dumb 18-year-old boys are. Let's have a look at this schoolies list. Let's see if it's worth the claims of violence and misogyny and racism and ableism. Do a line on a chick's ass. Okay. So that's number one. They want to snort, I assume, cocaine, which is $350 a gram last time I checked, and I don't think that anyone at schoolies can afford that, so they're probably snorting fucking, I don't know, speed. But they want to do it off a chick's ass. So what? You see it in movies, strippers, etc. And if they want to do that, that's fine. I guarantee you they're not going to do that. It's just them being dickheads, having fun, fucking around. It's not going to happen. And also, who cares? Fuck a chick somewhere fucked. They must be watching my videos. It's great fucking use of the Australian language, etc. Example, next to a bin or a Macca's toilet. Hey, Macca's is a fine establishment. Some of the best disabled toilets I've ever seen. So far, none of these things are that bad. Like if you saw these on a girls' chat group, you wouldn't give a shit, right? You wouldn't bat an eyelid, but of course, because they're young boys, it's seen as going to lead to violence. Also, as far as the fucking a chick in a weird spot or a fucked spot, I knew a chick that rooted two blokes at the same time behind a garden shed at a party in 2011 when I was 18. So yeah, ladies, you're not innocent on this one. Anal. Good luck, gents. good luck. But I tell you what, if you're getting anal at schoolies, you're definitely rooting around in a dirt box that was previously touched by that chick's father, who has given up their ass on schoolies to a stranger. I don't know, some chicks might be into that. I just think it's weird to do it with a stranger. But in saying that, stinky dicks, unite. Get a fuck tattoo, who cares? Get called fucked by a chick. That's pretty easy. Just say you like my stand-up or my YouTube channel and they'll call you fucked pretty quickly. Get a video of you fucking a chick whilst ripping a cone. Okay, if she doesn't give you permission, then that's pretty horrible, but if she does, who cares? Hook up with a disabled chick. How disabled are we talking? All right? Everyone's fucking neurodivergent these days, so it really doesn't narrow it down. Also, it's not very nice just to go after a disabled chick to try and root them, but disabled chicks need sex too, right? Right? Don't they? I don't know. I'd like to add to that list that you should try and hook up with a disabled chick while doing a line of coke off her ass in a Macca's disabled toilet. Now that's fucked. I'm loving it. It'd be great to date a disabled chick. You get your dates paid for by the NDIS. Nice. Shit the bed, who cares? Who cares? It's been done. Come in your hand and slap a chick. I doubt any of these dudes would do this. They're just writing these as a laugh. It's just a fucked list. That's all it is. Like, can you not understand that? And last on the list is sleep somewhere fucked. People in the comment section of that teacher's consent post are fully like spurging out over this. They can't believe that these young men have planned to do these horrible things. But in reality, they're not planning to do it at all. They're just coming up with a list that's super fucked. But teacher's consent goes on to say that this checklist is just the tip of the iceberg of a long-standing schoolies culture characterized by toxic masculinity, racism, discrimination, entitlement, and problematic ideals of fun at the expense of other people's dignity and humanity. Oh, the humanity. Fucking get over yourself. Here's some schoolies testimonies, and some of them are pretty fucked, but you know. Obviously, fuck things are going to happen when there's alcohol involved. Go to any nightclub. It's bad, right? Bad people exist, but it's not to attack all men. This is my point. They act like they're trying to fix young men. We're going to fix them. You don't need to fix anyone, all right? The people you need to fix are probably not that fixable. They're probably pretty fucked, right? The same man that would do something pretty fucked up to a woman is the same man that would kick his dog, right? That would cheat on his wife, that would do horrible things. You're not going to fix these people. They're fucked to begin with. But here's some testimonies from schoolies over the years. A guy came on all my friend's stuff in a suitcase because she didn't want to have sex. So you jerked off in the fucking hotel. That's some commitment. Bit fucked up, but that's some commitment. At least 4 of my friends were raped within the 1 week of schoolies. Jesus. Boys from downstairs came into our hotel room and put porn on our TV. Oh, are you going to be all right? Are you going to be okay? Jesus Christ. I didn't want to have sex with a boy, so he stole my undies and made his friends hang it on the balcony. Come on. How are these bad things? They're stupid things that teenagers do. Fuck. God. I remember being surrounded by a huddle of boys yelling tits out for the boys. Are you gonna be okay? Are you gonna be okay? You just don't pull your tits out if you don't want to. I witnessed a lot of homophobia from private school boys. Okay, yeah, that's not cool, obviously. I didn't go because I was warned of racism. Okay, whatever. My boyfriend was pressured into cheating on his girlfriend. Yeah, that's... So what? So fucking what? That's on him, not men. Don't do it, dickhead. So what causes all of this other than young men? It is a thing called rape culture. And let me explain it with teachers' consent's rape culture pyramid. First, it starts with locker room banter. Making jokes. That's the start of rape culture. Then rape jokes. That's the next part. Then groping, then rape. First it's rape jokes, then it's holding someone down and having sex with them against their will. That's usually how it goes. Bullshit, I call absolute bullshit on that. Some men do that and it's absolutely fucking horrible. All right? They are evil pieces of shit. But don't claim that it starts from locker room banter. All right? Women have locker room banter too. They're just not in locker rooms doing it, all right? They're other places, like, I don't know what girls do, fucking the shops or something. It's not, everyone does it, all right? It's what you do with your friends. It's called talking shit. And the fact that rape jokes is in there, rape jokes are not rape, all right? They're jokes, they're not real, they are pretend. But what do you do if you hear a rape joke? Well, these guys will tell you. Someone made a rape joke in front of you. Look how serious these guys are. Here's 5 ways to respond. Don't engage, just pause. I'm gonna pause at you, cop that. Number 2, say you don't understand and ask them to explain. I would have a lot of fun with that. That would be fun. Number 3, walk away. Ooh. Number 4, directly respond to offensive jokes by saying, did you really just say that? That made me uncomfortable / awkward. That wasn't funny at all. You may want to be more careful about your jokes and how they affect people. Fucking pussies. Number 5, turn it into a discussion topic. God. But it depends where you are. Like, people get angry. Like, I've done rape jokes in the past. People get angry at those. Like, shut the fuck up. All right? Shut the fuck up. I don't care. I'm not even going to explain it to you. Shut the fuck up. You fucking whinger.
Dear boys and men.
So you've come to realize we live in a rape culture.
What? Oh,
what
okay.
can we do?
What can we do? Let's work it out.
Reflect. Have conversations with people close
What
to
way are
you.
your eyes going?
Do not be afraid to admit you've been wrong in the past.
I've not been wrong in the past.
We all have.
No, you haven't. What?
Take
What
the
have I
time
done?
within yourself to acknowledge and reflect on your past behaviours.
Oh my God.
Your actions from now
Your actions
are what will make
are
you
now what will make the new norm.
Hold your friends
Who's this lady?
accountable and ask them to hold you accountable.
Let's get to a point where it's more socially acceptable to call out rape culture than it is to engage in rape culture.
God, shut the fuck up. Don't get me wrong, there are things you should call out, obviously. But what they're referring to here is not part of that. If it's something serious, then yeah, call it out, address it. But jokes? Banter? Fuck off. This all feeds into the narrative that we need to fix men, that men are the enemy, and it's okay to abuse and attack men. In fact, it's celebrated. It is not okay to harm anyone. It is not okay to blame anyone just because of things that people that look like them do. It's also not okay to be a victim in everything in your life. It doesn't affect me, but this is advice. Don't fall into that victimhood culture. It is terrible for you. You'll never enjoy your life. You'll never succeed. Being a victim constantly is absolutely awful for everything that could be positive in your life. Don't do it. Rise above that shit. You may realize that people are telling you that you're a victim, but if you sit back there and go, I'm not a fucking victim, what are you talking about? Just by doing that, you can rise above all of that bullshit and move forward in the world. And also, I'd just like to end this video by saying, a lot of rape jokes are hilarious. Ladies and gentlemen, be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East. Me dick stings. Toodaloo, au revoir. Bye-bye.